You have a 620 credit score, and you just got approved for a loan. You're probably breathing a sigh of relief. But that approval might be hiding an expensive secret. Lenders are counting on you to focus on the approval, not the terms. The reality is, the difference between a fair credit score and a good one can change your financial life. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how much that 620 score is costing you on your mortgage, your car loan, and your credit cards. Then I'll give you a clear plan to fix it. First, let's be clear. A 620 credit score isn't technically bad. It's classified as fair, and for many lenders, it's the minimum number you need to get your foot in the door for a conventional mortgage. This is where the false sense of security begins. You get the pre-approval, you start looking at houses, and you think you're playing the same game as everyone else. But here's the hard truth. Getting approved is not the same as getting a good deal. To a lender, a 620 score signals a higher-risk borrower. They are happy to lend you the money, but they will charge you a premium for that risk. That premium comes in the form of higher interest rates, which quietly drains your wealth over time, a problem most people don't recognize until it's far too late. This is the part that lenders don't feature in their commercials. Let's break down what a fair score actually costs in real dollars. Let's start with the biggest loan most people will ever take, a mortgage. Imagine you're buying a home with a $300,000 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. With an excellent score, say 760 or higher, you might secure an interest rate around 6.6%. With a 620 score, your rate could be closer to 7.9%. While that might not seem like a massive jump, over 30 years the difference is significant. The borrower with excellent credit will pay roughly $390,000 in total interest. The borrower with the 620 score, they'll pay nearly $484,000. That's a difference of over $90,000, money that could have been a down payment on a rental property, a college fund for your children, or a substantial boost to your retirement savings. Next, let's look at a car loan. The average new car loan is over $41,000. According to Q1 2025 data from Experian, a buyer with a prime credit score, 661-780, could get an interest rate around 6.70% for a new car. However, a non-prime buyer, which is where a 620 score lands, would likely see a rate closer to 9.83%. Over a 5-year loan, that difference means you'll pay thousands more in interest for the exact same vehicle. Finally, credit cards. This is where a 620 score can be especially damaging. For someone with excellent credit, the average APR might be between 18% and 21%. For someone with a fair score, that rate can easily jump to 25% or even higher. If you carry a balance from month to month, that higher APR causes your debt to grow much faster, making it incredibly difficult to pay off. So why might your score be stuck around 620? It typically comes down to the two most critical factors in your credit report: your payment history and your credit utilization. Payment history is straightforward. It's a record of whether you pay your bills on time. Even 1 or 2 late payments reported to the credit bureaus can cause a significant drop in your score. Credit utilization, or the amount of debt you owe, is the second biggest factor. This is a measure of how much of your available credit you are using. For instance, if you have a single credit card with a $5,000 limit and you carry a $4,000 balance, your utilization is 80%. Lenders view high utilization as a sign of financial distress and prefer to see that number below 30%. It suggests you may be relying too heavily on credit to manage your expenses. The good news is that your credit score is not permanent. You have the ability to change it, and it doesn't have to take years. Here are 3 straightforward steps you can begin today. First, make on-time payments your absolute priority. Set up automatic payments for all your bills: credit cards, utilities, loans, everything. Since payment history is the single most important factor in your score, this is non-negotiable. Second, start lowering your credit utilization. Review all of your credit card balances and identify the one with the highest utilization rate. Direct any extra funds toward paying down that specific card to get it below 30% of its limit. This one action can produce a noticeable score increase in just a month or two. Third, check your credit reports for free. You are legally entitled to a free report from each of the 3 main bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, every year. Review them carefully, line by line, and dispute any errors you find. An old, inaccurate negative item could be weighing your score down without you even knowing it. Remember, that loan approval with a 620 score isn't the finish line. It's an expensive detour. But now you understand the real cost, you see the numbers, and you have a plan. Improving your score is about more than just getting a lower interest rate. It's about reclaiming the thousands of dollars that belong in your pocket, not in a lender's. You have the power to change your financial path, and you can start right now.